Hi everybody, I hope everyone is doing okay. This is my little introductory video back into art YouTube. I actually did this redraw of this panel. This was based off of a comic that I had done back in 2018, a small zine entitled In Knots. And I redrew this panel in hopes of actually redrawing the comic because I was not happy with the way that I ended the comic. I'll show some examples maybe when I when I redo it. I don't really want to interrupt the screen for this particular video, but if you would like to see it, I'll maybe make a post and I'll put it on the description for the video. But essentially, it had to do with a hair and anxiety, which at one point in my life I felt like I had. I mean, I act like I still don't have issues with my hair, but I felt like my hair was full enough where it felt very constricting. And to a point, there was one instance where I felt, and I think everyone has this instance, but just a lot of things were going on. And for some reason, my solution, despite it being like an outsourced solution, like, hey, I wasn't finding work, I was having trouble with school, all these things. For whatever reason, I was like, I feel like I would feel much better if I just cut off my hair. And that's what essentially related into the comic. Not that the character was me, but she also was. But she doesn't have my name on it, but that it was based off an experience that I had had in regards to that. And the way I ended the comic in 2018, in hindsight, I am not happy with the way that I ended it. Um, because the girl was kind of just accepting the fact that she cut off her hair. When I think ultimately I want to show the after effect where it's not just a relief because um, even though this didn't happen in 2018, I did have a moment where I had a little bit of a mental breakdown, I guess. This was after I lost my childhood cat, who passed away very suddenly and not in the best way, not in the way that he deserved to. And I cut off my hair right before I went to a trip to Japan, a study abroad program in Japan. And I look at the photos that I took at that time, and I think a majority of the photos that I have from that time, I was not happy with the way that I looked, mainly because of how my hair looked. And I had a lot of regret with that. So, because of that experience that I have in looking with those photos and actually having an instance where I did cut off my hair because I was just mentally, I felt like I would feel better. I want to show a little bit of the regret that you have after the fact. Um, and I don't know. I definitely want to replay with the idea again. Because, like I said, in 2018, she was very accepting of her new hairstyle. And I feel like, yeah, that's all well and good. But what if you're not happy with this decision, this physical decision that you've made for yourself in this very brief moment of relief? Are you happy with that choice? I will say that I got reminded from from Chaperone's music video, "The Subway." Great song, great music video. I'm a sucker for really long hair, as you could tell. I think the symbolism is slightly different, but it's very familiar. So I'm like, hey, Chaperone, give me some incentives for your music video. But no, I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy her music a lot. And I definitely want to go back into this idea and revisit it, as I had said, where it's more of a repercussion that you have in that brief moment of relief. Anxiety might get the better of you in so many situations, but is that really the course of action to react rash? Are you going to have a positive outcome at the end? Are you going to be happy with whatever this rash decision you make? Is it ultimately going to lead you on a good route, you know? And that's something that I definitely want to revisit in the future for this comic. So I hope you can tune in for that whenever it comes out. hopefully this year. We'll see. Thank you for watching.